Hello. Today I'm going to be talking about some concepts from Chapter 5 in Maxfield and Babbie. Chapter 5 is all about measurement, and measurement is perhaps one of the more difficult things to do in criminal justice and criminological research. And the key reason that measurement is so difficult is because we deal with a lot of very abstract, theoretical concepts and constructs. So, for example, on one of the slides, I have these questions. What is love? What is anger? Some other questions we might ask. What is crime? Okay. How exactly do we measure these things? It's very difficult. We can't observe these things. They're concepts, but we can't actually observe them or physically reach out and grab them. I can't reach out and grab love and say, all right, this is love. I've got love in my hand here. I can't physically measure it. So we have to come up with other ways of measuring these abstract concepts. And basically, we come up with words to measure them, phrases to measure them, or symbols to measure them that represent kind of these mental images that we have in our mind of what these concepts look like. Why this is so difficult is because everybody has a different idea about what love is and what love looks like, or what anger is, or what anger looks like. Or even if we're talking about crime, are we talking about violent crime? Are we talking about property crime? Are we talking about white collar crime? So, if we're doing a study where we're measuring crime, for instance, we have to be very specific in terms of describing exactly how we're defining crime and how we're measuring it in our study. Okay, so if we were measuring crime, for instance, we would probably want to specify, are we talking about violent crime? Are we talking about property crime? Let's say we're talking about property crime. Great. Are we talking about burglary? Are we talking about theft from vehicle? Are we talking about theft of the vehicle itself? So we want to be very clear in specifying what exactly we are measuring and what exactly we're talking about so other people can understand our measures and also can replicate our measures should they want to do that. So for this next segment of the video, I'm going to end here and I'm going to pick up in a second video. I'm going to discuss a practical example. Several years ago, I was involved in a study in Winter Park, Florida, in which we were trying to understand correlates of property crime. So, in other words, what leads to burglary and theft from vehicle at locations in Winter Park. And so I actually went out to locations where burglaries and motor vehicle theft or theft from vehicle had occurred, and I tried to measure some things that might lead to those crimes occurring. And I used theory to guide me, specifically broken windows theory, theories from situational crime prevention, such as rational choice theory, and also routine activity theory. And I had a survey that had measures of the constructs from these theories, and I was seeing if I could identify those constructs in real life in Winter Park. So I'm going to end this video here, and we'll pick up in the second video in which I'll actually show you how I measured these things in real life and give you a taste of what measurement actually looks like.